Hi guys, I'm Stefan and I recently passed my Security Plus exam as you can see here, and I'm really happy. I felt it would be great for me to make this video so that I can share my tips on how to pass the exam on your first attempt, and not just passing, excelling like me, getting a score as high as this one. There are a lot of people out there who are struggling with this exam. A lot of people who are struggling with the materials. So this video is meant for you out there who feels like you're giving up, or you feel like you're not ready to study for Security Plus. This video is for you. I will divide the video into 3 parts. The first part I'll talk about is how I prepared. The second part I will talk about how I did my final touches, and then the third part I will talk about how I did the exam. I mean, the tricks I used on exam day. I will mention that too, so stick around. I'm going to start with the materials I used. And of course, as everybody knows, the number one study resource for Security Plus is Daryl Gibson's book. This book is the one. Especially if you are a beginner, this book is the one. You might be able to pass without this book if you are an experienced security professional, but if you are a beginner, I highly recommend you get Daryl Gibson's book. And the other important resource I'll talk about is the Udemy courses. Jason Dion's Udemy courses is a must-have. Even though Daryl Gibson's book is considered to be the best, Daryl Gibson is not perfect. You know, some topics you might not understand some topics clearly when you read the book, but when you watch Jason Dion's video, you might be able to understand something that you didn't understand in the book. Or if you watch Jason Dion video and not understand something, you can read the book and understand that topic better. So it's very important to have a variety of study materials, so that if you don't understand something because of the way one instructor teaches it, you can still be able to use another resource and understand that topic, because these instructors teach different topics differently. So make sure you have a variety of study materials. Don't rely on one study material. Another important resource is practice exams. Practice. Do as many practice exams as possible. I did this Jason Dion's practice exams 3 times. The strategy I used is that I read the book first, and then after reading the book, I went to Udemy. I don't know if it's Udemy or Udemy, whatever. I went to Udemy and I did all 6 practice exams by Jason Dion. And after doing the exams and seeing my weak areas, that's when now I watched the video course. I watched the video course from beginning to end. After watching the video course, I went back to the practice exams and did all of them again, and I started passing the practice exams. So after I started comfortably passing the practice exams, now that's when I started doing my final preparations. And before I even talk about my final preparations, let me highlight something about this objectives document. This objectives document is one of the most valuable resources to have. You must have that Gibson's book, Dion's videos, Dion's practice exams, and then this document right here. You should have it as your study guide. And once you download this once you download this document right here, this part that says please note, this is a very important part here, because it clearly says that whatever is mentioned in this book is not everything that you should expect in the exam. So just because something is not listed here in these domains, just because something is not listed here, it doesn't mean that it cannot come in the exam. I see a lot of people going to give bad reviews to courses and books because they accuse the instructors and authors of going out of scope because they are fixed on this document. Don't be fixed on this document. If you go to check out maybe Jason Dion's video or Daryl Gibson's book, you might find some people giving bad reviews, claiming that some materials are out of scope of Security Plus. That's a very wrong mentality to have, because it is clearly written here that you should expect the exam to test some topics that are not listed in this document. So be very careful with that. If you hear an instructor or an author say something that is not listed in this document here, don't ignore that. Don't ignore that thing that the instructor has said. Make sure you follow everything that is taught. Don't ignore anything. And another important thing about preparing for this exam, Daryl Gibson mentions something to do with the Security Plus exam being a little bit focused on Linux these days. So I will highly recommend you make sure you have a Linux virtual machine so that you can practice the command line tools that are taught in the study materials. The tools that are taught by Jason Dion and the tools that are taught by Gibson as well. So don't ignore Linux material in these books or videos. It's very important for you to make sure you understand the Linux concepts that are covered in the study materials. And another important tip about this document, make sure you understand everything that is in this document. Some topics here might seem like minor, but if you ignore them, you're going to see dust in that exam. So don't dare ignore a topic inside this document because you feel that it is a minor topic. Please don't. Make sure you respect every topic that is listed here. Otherwise, if you ignore a topic that is listed here, thinking that topic is not that important, you will be shocked in the exam. You will be shocked. Make sure you read and understand. And to the beginners who feel they will not be able to understand security plus material, or even be able to pass the exam, I'm here to tell you, you can do it, because I did it. I passed this exam without networking experience, without passing Network Plus, and I passed with the 809. So you can definitely do it. For me, what I did is I took a very short networking course. I will attach the link below. It's a course of about 3 hours. I took that course, I studied those concepts, and then I read Mike Myers' Network Plus book, the second chapter only. I read Mike Myers' Network Plus book, the second chapter, and then after that I was ready. I started reading for after that I started reading for Security Plus, and it was a smooth sailing. It was really smooth. So don't doubt yourself just because you don't have Network Plus, or you don't have A Plus, or you don't have any networking experience or knowledge. You can start from scratch as long as you have the passion. Start from scratch and get networking knowledge and go for Security Plus. You can do it. And the last tip about studying. Whenever you're studying a topic and you feel a bit overwhelmed, or you feel maybe you're not getting it, sometimes it's not because your brain cannot understand things. Sometimes it's because you are just tired. So once in a while, when you feel like you're getting overwhelmed by the material, just shut everything, take a break, go take a nap, take a walk, or just postpone and study the following day. Don't kill yourself trying to study. Make sure you study without straining your brain. When your brain is tired, give it a rest. That will help you a lot in staying fresh. Yes, and now for the exam day. I know this is what everybody's has been waiting for. For the exam day now, what I did is, for me, I got, I think, 5 performance-based questions. Now, what I did is I started with the performance-based questions. And I think that contributed a lot to me getting this score of 809. So, what I can recommend is, okay, what's going on? And finally, this is the part which everyone has been waiting for, the part about what I did on exam day. Well, when I was doing my final touches for the exam, I had the feeling that if I start with performance-based questions, I'm going to do well in this exam. So when I went into the exam, that's exactly what I did. I started with the performance-based questions. I think there were 5 of them. I did 4 and skipped 1. I did 4, skipped 1, and then went to the multiple choice questions. And I believe starting with PBQs contributed a lot to my score. So if you're going to do the exam and you feel confident, please start with as many PBQs as possible. And that's why it's important for you to do the exam on a day which you feel you're in a great mood, on a day when you just feel you are at your best. it's very important to walk into that exam in a good mood and feeling confident. Yeah, so I highly recommend if starting with PBQs. If you have confidence, if you see an easy PBQ, don't skip an easy PBQ. If you start the exam by doing at least 2 PBQs, you have a very high chance of passing. And if you do all PBQs, if you start your exam by doing all PBQs, I believe there's a very high chance of you getting a score like mine. So that's the one thing I can recommend about the exam. And that's all, man. That's really all I can share. But it's just keep it in mind that do the exam on a day that you are in a good mood and a day that you're feeling confident. Your mood on that day is very important, so that if you do the exam in a bad mood, you might panic and all that. So do the exam when you are in a good mood, when your mind is settled. And yeah, that's all for this video. Thank you for watching. I hope you've enjoyed the tips I've shared. I hope I've motivated you. I hope I have inspired you to believe in yourself and go for the certificate. Don't doubt yourself, man. Believe in yourself and go for it. You can do it. If I did it, you can do it. Thanks for watching, man. Please subscribe. I'll be posting more videos about CompTIA certifications. So I'm planning to get the CYSA plus, so I'll be posting a lot of cybersecurity content. And if you have a question about exam preparation, or maybe you are struggling with a topic, you can drop a comment. If you're struggling with a topic, I can make a video about it. If you have a question about exam preparation, I can see your comment and maybe try to respond and try to help you as much as I can. Otherwise, thank you for stopping by. I appreciate. Please subscribe. Please comment. If you know a friend or a colleague who needs this information, a colleague who needs these tips, please share the link so that they can also learn and study better. Thank you. I hope everyone will be able to post an image like this one somewhere on their social media, or hang an image, or maybe hang a certificate like this in their office or in their house. We all deserve this certification. So to everyone who has watched this, I believe in you. Go for it. You can do it, and you will do it. Thank you.